Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where I am restoring both these El Caminos, trying to put them back on the road after 20-something years each. Been sitting around. This one I've had for 9 years, and I traded it 9 years ago for, I bought a 97 Camaro non-runner. Don't know what was wrong with it. Spark plugs were laying on the cowl. I bought it for 500 bucks. Immediately put it up for 1,500 or trade. And a guy traded me this El Camino that he just rebuilt the motor in. It didn't look like this. It was a two-tone Conquista. It wasn't bad body on it, but the paint was all lacquer checked so bad it needed to be all stripped down the metal. So anyway, I did that and painted it, and bought some new tires for the rear. I looked through my old notes that I found 9 years ago. I bought the dash cover for it, 2 new tires for the back, bunch of little stuff, headliner. And I ended up with 1,800 into it. That included 500 to buy it. So spent another 1,300. Oh, air shocks, hood scoop, paint materials, stuff like that. And then it just sat. And I thought it didn't need much to get on the road, but if you've been following along, just keep finding more and more stuff that's wrong with it. I just fixed the kickdown cable for the transmission was just hanging there, no place to put it. I had to rearrange this thing here and weld it up for the accelerator cable and kickdown. I forgot to record that. I recorded a bunch of other clips I'm going to put in after I'm done with this segment. And then we'll get started with the radiator. Now, this top is off the 78, and the top one on this one was good, but there was no bottom one. The radiator's good on it. Got the wrong hose, or the hose is too short. Radiator's supposed to be over here. Just stuff like that. So the main part of this video, or one of the main parts, is going to be putting in an aluminum radiator, which I'll show you. I just bought this off eBay. My sponsor didn't come through. They ghosted me. So I bought another one off of eBay. This one doesn't come with the relays to put it, and the temperature, or the little unit to make them come on automatically, but I have some from another radiator. But tell you the truth, I think I'm just going to hook these. Okay guys, my SD card is screwing up. Yeah, I think I'm going to hook them to a switch directly, because I don't really trust Chinese relays and sender unit things there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use the engine fan like the Nomad. I used the regular fan that went on the engine, and then these I hooked to a switch just in case I got stuck in traffic or 110 degrees out. I needed extra, it started to get hot. I could flick a switch and turn on these fans. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that system on this one, or just the electric fans by themselves. We'll see. Okay, I also bought this billet grill here and the mounting hardware. Go take a look at it. Now, this grill here is missing the Chevrolet emblem. Pretty sure that's what goes there. Anyway, that's 45 bucks. Because I got a busted little mount there, but so this was 55. So I thought, well, I'll get a billet grill. So anyway, that goes in there. Make it look a little custom. So we'll put that on there. So to mount the radiator, I have this. I bought this for 27 bucks. The top piece to mount that. I got new water hoses, radiator hoses. Need to get 2 new heater hoses because this diverter thing's not even hooked up and it probably doesn't work, and it's, anyway, I'm gonna get 2 new heater hoses in the morning for that. Okay, so that's what we'll get started with, but I've got a few clips of some little stuff, and I'll show you that first, and we'll get on with the radiator. Last episode is got this dash repaired and painted. If you want to check that out, not the greatest job, but I may redo it later, just scuff it down and repaint it. But and then I bought this dash cover 9 years ago when I bought this car, and glued it on in the same video, so it looks pretty good. Probably gonna leave it black. Same with the door panels, this custom door panels with the speakers. Those are on a video a ways back if you haven't seen it. So yeah, we're rolling along with this. I just keep finding more and more things. We need to jack up the back, check the rear brakes, air shock leak, change the differential fluid. We already done all the front brakes, video back, a couple videos back. Well, okay, and today's October 10th, which is Nikki's birthday. Nikki's 2 today. Well, hey Nikki, how you doing? How you doing, Nikki? How you doing, Nikki? You want to say hi to everybody? Bunch of people said happy birthday already to you. You about ready to go for a walk, aren't you? You ready to go for a walk in a little bit? Yeah? You ready to go for a walk? Okay, hang on for a little bit and we'll go for a walk, okay? Okay, just hang on for a little bit. Okay, yeah, I meant to go grocery shopping this morning, but I'm gonna go tomorrow morning. I'll get her something special. She likes rawhide bones, so give her a big bone or something for her birthday. But yeah, she's doing good. Okay guys, well, I'll be back with some clips I already done, and then after that we'll get rolling with the radiator in the morning and the grill, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we'll see you later. Okay guys, I got a roll of chrome stick-on tape from eBay. It's like 10 bucks. These are the old ones. These are for the door panels. This is the passenger side here that I peeled off. So we're going to use that as a template and cut it at the exact same spot. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot thinner. But that's all I could find. They might have had some wider, but I don't know. I couldn't find it. That's all I could find easily, and we'll just use that. If it don't look worth a shit, then I don't know. Figure out something else. Anyway, let me cut that to fit, and we'll put it on the door panel. See what happens. Okay, guys. I think it looks pretty good. Looks like it belongs there. We'll just make sure it doesn't fall off. Did the driver's side. A little wrinkle down here, so it's doesn't fit the best, but anyway. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, what I also got for the Black 82, you remember I was missing these little deals here. Well, they sell them on eBay. Here they are. They're I think they're about 16 bucks for the 4. look like that. Oh shit. They look a little too wide, don't they? No, maybe not. There it goes. Get the rest of these out. There they are, makes it look more complete. Like I said before, this is hard metal trim. 78 with stick-on. Anyway, I'll do the other side and we'll be done with that little job. I'll be back. Okay guys, getting the inside of this bed. I bought some of that waterproof, I forget what it's called now. We're gonna spray that on leak seal, whatever it is. I don't know if this is factory or if I did this 9 years ago when I bought it, but we're gonna scrape off the paint and dig away all this. This was all in there like that, just digging it all out. And it's not rusted or rusted through. We'll take some sandpaper, clean it all up, feather edge this. And then that leak seal spray can stuff I got is black. Last time I used clear and some paint over it, but this time we're just gonna spray her black in there. Like I said, I don't think it leaks or anything, but we wanna protect it. We don't wanna get to the point where it does leak and have to fix it. So, because these El Caminos, unless you got a Carolina squat like that, they always collect water up here. So anyway, I'm just going to take this razor blade and just dig this stuff out. See, like that. I said, I don't know if I put some stuff in here 9 years ago. I may have. But anyway, going to dig it all out. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm going to spray a little rust neutralizer, some of these. It was easier to dig some of that out with a screwdriver and a hammer. Just this area here was probably the worst. Anyway, I spray some of that around the edges. Then I'm going to get some seam sealer and fill up these big gaps. So I'll be back. Okay, I just had some seam sealer left over, so I pushed them in them cracks. A little bit around there. Okay, we're gonna spray that Flex Seal on here in a little while. Let that dry. I'll be back. Okay guys, we're gonna try this stuff, see if it works or if it's just snake oil. It is black. I just grabbed the can with the black lid. Just doing this front half. Okay, I think that's it. I think the back half here is pretty good. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the radiator out. We're gonna do it before it got dark and we'll put the other one in. It doesn't leak, but yeah, it's seen better days. So probably best to replace it. Okay, yeah, one of the reasons too is that I'm doing all this. Of course, aluminum radiator is way better than this old 40-something-year-old factory one anyway, because you can't get these shrouds for a V8. bottom, upper, and lower. Nobody makes them. There's a few people that have used ones for a couple of $100, but with this aluminum radiator and fan setup, you don't need a shroud. Okay, it was missing the rubber for the bottom. It just had these two pieces of rubber at the bottom, but I can round them up. One thing, it's missing the AC condenser. You know, the AC isn't hooked up, so that nobody usually takes the condenser out. But anyway, I just hosed it all down, got the crap off of it, bunch of leaves and dirt, and I unpacked the plastic off of this. So yeah, we'll just set some rubber down in there and mount that in there with that top piece, this piece here. Okay, yeah, the other thing I want to mention, I mentioned before that this sat low, you know, distance between the tire and the fender compared to this one. And then a few people mentioned, well, maybe it was a V6. I thought when I got this car that the guy said it was a V8. He took the 305 out and put the V8 in. Well, with these El Caminos, on the VIN number, there's a, I don't know, 5th letter, 8th letter, something like that. Or, yeah, letter designates V6 or V8. There's actually two different V6s. And this one had the 229 cubic inch V6 in it, had the small one. So, yeah, originally it was a V6 car. When we get underneath here, we got a transmission leak. Barely. I mean, it's probably just a couple little drips. But this thing sat for a year and still moved, so it's not like it's... But anyway, I seen a little drip on the speedometer cable where it goes in, and I bought the seal for that. But when we get under there, you can tell by the pan design and how many bolts. You can tell if it's a turbo 350 or a, you know. So we'll check that out. Hopefully the guy put in a turbo 350 with 350 V8. Hopefully it's not the V6 transmission. Although I don't think them old V6 transmissions bolt to these 350s. I know they will on a 4.3, same bolt bell housing bolt pattern, but not on the other V6s. So anyway, we'll check that out. So yeah, originally came with a V6. So yeah, that's what I was saying before with the V6 base. That's not really a base model, it's a Conquista. It's actually got cruise control on it, but I don't see it here. There's a bunch of snipped wires over here. Well, I know one's for the temperature gauge, it's not hooked up, and a few more. But anyway, it's supposed to have a cruise control. So yeah, with a base model, go to town, customize it. Compared to an original Super Sport one owner, that's why I'm trying to keep the white one, 78, all original, kinda. I think it'll be worth more instead of, you know, this one's got center lines on it. Now I got the custom door panels, got the hood scoop, got the billet grill. It's got a different paint scheme, different color. It used to be a two-tone brown and beige or something, gold. So yeah, you can go to town on a base model because they're not really worth much. You can only improve it by doing all this stuff to make it worth more. So that's what I'm doing. I just wouldn't do all this to the 78. Change colors and, you know, centerline mags and, you know, all that. So anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. We'll see how it rides. I've only driven this. I rented a shop down the road before I bought this place 6 years ago, and I drove it like 2 miles away. I drove it 2 miles on the road, and the carburetor was screwing up. I was stopping and starting and all that stuff, so I never really don't know how it's going to ride. Hopefully it'll be all right. I don't mind it being lowered in the front a little bit, but if it's bottoms out or something, we'll have to get the V8 springs. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Okay, I'll be back in the morning. We'll put this radiator in there. Okay, Nikki, ready to go for a walk? Ready to go for a walk? It's your birthday today, isn't it? Okay, we'll go for a walk. We don't need no leash, do we, Nikki? Come here, Nikki. Come here. Okay, can you come out? Okay, be careful. Watch out. Watch out, Nikki. And she knows her way around the yard. She likes sniffing down the front there. What you doing, Nikki? What you doing, Nikki? What you doing, girl? What you doing? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, the weather's getting a little cooler. I'll take her for more walks during the day. It's actually cooled down to the 80s, but must be getting a little cooler next week. Anyway, she likes to sniff down here quite a bit. So I just let her walk around, sniff and stuff. But anyway, just figure I'd... Nikki, what you doing? Nikki, what are you eating? Jeez. I don't know what she grabbed. Don't eat that stuff. What are you doing? I don't know what she found. Anyway. Anyway, she's doing good. Just thought I'd give you guys a glimpse because there's not very many videos. Get her in and out of the house with no leash before I'd have to... She'd come in the house up the ramp okay, but going down I used to leash her. Well, a few days ago I stopped. So she comes out the ramp and knows her way, because I was afraid she'd run into these cars. Coming down this ramp here, she'd run into the cars. But no, I just let her out and she comes, does a turn here and a turn there, and she's off. So, and she don't seem to go after the cats when she's off the leash. Which is kind of funny. If I have her on the leash, she'll want to go after them cats, but I don't know. She has got scratched a few times from them, so I think she might have learned her lesson. One of the cats got into her pen there looking for food and scratched the hell out of her. But anyway, guys, just figure I'll give you a glimpse of Nikki. Maybe one day we'll see if we can let her walk around here during the day while I'm working with no leash, but I'm afraid she'll run into something sharp there and injure herself, so that's why I put her in the pen while I'm working. But she comes in at night with me, so well, anyway, see you later. Okay guys, I got it in there. Fits pretty good. This here I bought separately, and it was bent wrong here. It had to be tilted more here, this way. So I took some vice grips and bent it down, so now it's nice and snug. I just checked out the fans. and they both work. Just need to wire them up somehow. Just went and got new heater hoses. The bottom radiator hose fit great, just like the white one. Put new hoses on it. But the top hose is the wrong one. They had to order it, so I got it like the next day or two, and yeah, it was, I kind of looked at it and figured it was kind of wrong, but I waited till I got the new radiator just to make sure. But this opening here was real small. But this new hose here I just got off the shelf, brought my old one in, and just had to cut a couple inches off. So that's what I'm gonna have to do, bring back the new one and then bring the old one with me and match it up. But as far as the bottom ones, they fit perfect right around that idler arm there. So that fits great. So yeah, I'm just gonna put these heater hoses on there. I gotta tighten this up. This is just a little extra thing there. I need to get a new hose for this. It's all brittle. Here's those rubber freeze plugs I was telling you about. I'm just gonna, in case the ones out of here fall out. Yeah, I got some comments about, oh, freeze it and tap it in and do this and tap it in. Well, the problem is you can't tap it in. You can't get a hammer. There's not enough room for a hammer to sit there and tap it in evenly, because it's got to go in evenly. So that was the problem. So I had to use like an air hammer, which is like a punch, and do it on each end. So it's not going in evenly. That was the problem. It's not tapping it in. It's getting a good whack at it evenly. So that was the problem. So if it falls out, then I'm gonna have to use these rubber ones, I guess. I got a number of switches here. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably take this fan off, because I don't think the clutch, it's got way too much free play in it. I think the clutch is probably shot. I may just completely take that out. Probably should have done it, but I think I got enough room to get it out. Anyway, I'm going to take the fan off, put the heater hoses on. Tomorrow morning, run up, get a radiator hose for the top, and then I think it'll be done, that part of it. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, it's the next day. I forgot where I left off. Anyway, got the radiator in there, bottom hose. Gotta go to O'Reilly's, get a top hose. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. So I wired it up, because it didn't come with any relays or anything, so I'm just gonna hook it up to a switch. So I hooked the ground right to the frame, and then the two power ones coming up here, and got it coming through here. And I bought these heavy duty switches there the other day. They're 30 amp, so on and off, and just put them on there. And I kind of like this fuse block. I don't know if I've had one, remember one quite like this. You can see I originally had it here. It says battery, then battery there. But then I seen the two ignition ones up there, where I got these two in there. I don't know how good you can see. So I hooked them into that. So actually they come on with the key. So when I turn the key on, turn the radio down. Okay, so the key's on. One fan's on. So I hooked the fans up separately, so you don't have to have both of them on at the same time. So they're both running. And then when you turn the key off, they turn off. just in case you forget to turn them off or something like that. So yeah, I could just leave them on like that, and then every time I turn the key they come on, but got the option of turning them on and off. Yeah, there they are, they're running. And I took the factory fan off. It's supposed to gain more horsepower, right? I didn't really want to leave a fan on there because I got no shroud. I didn't want to take my fingers or anybody else's fingers off, you know. So we'll try it like that. If I start driving it, we'll leave the fan off, but if we need it, we can stick another fan on there. So anyway, that's what I got so far. So yeah, this cover just goes right there, and this cover goes up. So you got plenty of wiring so you can pull this down if we got to work on it or something, but I think it'll be all right. Got one other problem with the wiper. I think it's probably got to be in this switch. I don't know if I'll fix it this video, or I gotta trace down the wiring. We'll turn off the fans. Okay. In my old notes, I had written down that wiper. I don't know if I put a new wiper motor in there or not. Probably not. But I had this connected, disconnected here. You know, it's got these two here, plugs in, and then this one goes here, and if I plug this in, the wiper just comes on. One speed though. Uh-oh. Well, that's strange. Wasn't buzzing before. Did I turn this? It would just come on. Let's see what happens. Off with the ignition. Oh, now it's not doing nothing. Shuts off when I put it on high. Strange. Anyway, I got that to mess with. I said they were coming on. I was going to hook a direct wire to another switch to turn the wipers on and off. Because I know I got to call them apart. Maybe that's why this is messed up, or this has been changed. But I don't know, since it does something hooking it to high. Oh, well, shit. There it goes. That's high. Yeah, that's low. Turn it on off. Now it's not doing nothing. It's just staying on. So basically, yeah, that's what it was doing the other day. So basically, it's not, it's just on. The only way you turn it off is either turn the ignition off or pull this wire. Pull this plug. Like that. So anyway, I gotta figure something out. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, picked up the hose from AutoZone. Got the fans on. Started it up, it got up to 190. Now I turned the fans on, immediately went to below 180. Yeah, it's reading a little bit below 180. Filled it up with antifreeze. Everything's going good. Checking for leaks. Here's the fans here, those switches. And I put this switch on for the wiper. And then this one's just an extra one. So I flick that switch there. There's the wipers. You just gotta turn it off when they're down. Like that. That's what I could think of now. If any of you guys know, I don't know if it'd be in this switch or what, but I just didn't feel like spending a long time tracing wires and bullshit. So just took that up for now. Show you what I did. Let me turn it off. Turn it off for a second. I just spliced into this the power wire here. It went from here to here. So I just split it up. Got solder connections in there. And just got it for the switch. So hit the switch and the power goes. Yeah. Yeah, she runs great. It's a pretty dirty engine though, but okay. Oh, I gotta put the grill on. And put the grill on before it gets dark, and then tomorrow we'll move on to changing the rear end fluid, check the rear brakes, and check that air shock leak. Air shocks. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, this just ain't a screw-in grill. Billet grill. You have to, here's the grill I cut out. You have to cut out all this center, except for this edge here. And you're supposed to save the mounting holes. That's what it says. Use a die grinder and leave them tabs. Cut out the inner grill. Cut close to the edge. So, yeah, you have to cut all that out. Save this, save this. Oh well. I guess that's what I'll do. I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it all cut out. That's what I had to cut out there. So now we're gonna be stuck with all this that you can see through, so I guess I'll have to paint it black, but I'm out of black spray paint. I might paint it with something. Anyway, and then you put this in here. Something like that, and then screw some holes and put some screws and tabs in there and put it all in. Let me show you something a sponsor sent me. See if you're interested in it. This is a Vevor impact socket set. Very heavy. I'll put a link in the description. Oh, I hope it's not upside down. That's what I hate about these things. It's upside down, everything falls out. Well, I think it's this way. Something's going on. Oh, got tabs on the back, on the side. Okay. Okay, it's a 1/2 inch impact set. Ratchets, extensions, swivel, adapters. But anyway, it's all metric and standard, and deep and shallow. So it goes from 10 to 24 millimeter deep to shallow, and then from 3/8 all the way to 1.25 inches deep to shallow. So I don't know, you can check it out, see how much it is. I don't know if there's a code or something. Tell them Clunkers and Classics sent you or something like that. I think they got a discount already on there, but anyway, I thought it was pretty neat. Could always use more tools. I'm gonna try to keep it in this case to, because all my sockets are just in, I'll show you my sockets. Here's my 1/2 inch set. That's my 1/2 inch set. And I got more over here. Nothing's organized. So I'll find a nice spot to put that, and I'll have it all on hand, organized. Okay, yeah, like I said, check the link in the description. Okay, I'm gonna do something with this, paint it, the inside of it, drill them screws on there, and put it back in the car. I'll be back. Okay guys, there's the grill. I think it looks pretty good. It's a little time consuming, so if any part of your grill is busted, top, bottom, or the sides, this thing's gonna be no good to replace the whole grill. Anyway, looks good. Almost done underneath the hood. It's got a few. That carburetor, it's the idle. It'll idle high and I'll idle it down, and then it'll idle itself up, kinda. Or if you turn the key off and turn it back on, and then it'll idle high and you lower it. And I know it's usually a vacuum leak or something, but I can't find any vacuum leaks. Something's up with the 4 barrels. I think it's a little vacuum deal there for the to open the 4 barrels. They're not opening up. Okay, so anyway, we're going on the back here. Got the drums off. They look pretty good. Pads look pretty good. I'm just gonna blow all this dust and stuff out of there. It's not wet or nothing, so not leaking no brake fluid or differential fluid. So that looks pretty good. Tried airing up the, I don't know if you can see very good. There's the, for the air shocks. He's got a little T right here, and it's just blowing air out of this little T junction. So I'll have to replace that, but I don't know if I have a, I bought a new line kit and everything for this, but I think I used it on something else, so I might have to order another one. I might have some little pieces and gaskets laying around, but I'd rather just replace all of it because something's up with it. Okay, so same thing on this side. Plenty of meat on the shoes. Okay, so that's good news there. We're still gonna change the, get underneath here. Yeah, you can see that's newer dual exhaust they put on there. They didn't put the hangers on the old hanger there. Okay, I blew from the vent up front to back here, and it seems like it's not even going through. It's blocked or something. So this is the vent. The vent goes down on that side there. So that's the vent, and then this is the gas going up to the carburetor right here. Here's the air lines for there's the air shocks. I said they were new 9 years ago. 0 miles on them really, but they're just leaking somewhere. Anyway, he's got that line going over there, this line. Anyway, I was gonna, oh yeah, the gas gauge does work. I don't know, I just bought some gas lines. I was gonna replace the gas lines at the front. I don't know if I should replace these ones or not. Here's the back brake line. That's probably good. I can't read what's on that muffler. Well, here's the muffler clamps. They put right there. Yeah, it's big long. They're tight. They're not loose or nothing. Okay, so we're gonna change this rear end differential fluid. And yeah, as you can see, this floor here, there's no rust on it. Mainly because it didn't have 6 holes in the bed like the 78 did, and sat for 20 years with water collecting. If I remember right, this guy said it was underneath his carport for 15 years while he was working on it. So the carport kept water, but I don't think it was leaking. Yeah, there's no rust. No rust on the floors that I can see. But we're gonna get up and check that transmission speedo cable where it goes in. I think it had a couple of drips there. Other than that, that's all we need to really do up there. And change differential fluid, air shock leak, and I think that's about it back here. I just wanted to check that vent. See, it's got lines here too. So this is the gas going in. This is the vent here. And where's this vent going? It's going, it goes here, back around. I don't know why it's got all this loop there. I guess to prevent vapor lock or something. So it's going into here. But without pulling the tank, I can't replace any of those lines. Man, this line here is kind of soft, this gas one. So I don't know what I can do about a vent. Something's clogged up. I don't really want to take these off because they'll probably break. Yeah, they should be replaced. Pull the tank, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, well, I'll be back. We'll dump this fluid out of here. See if it's full, see what it looks like. It's only got 120,000 miles on it, so doesn't look like it was leaking anywhere. So it should be good. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got all the bolts out. Fixing to pry it loose. Man, it's on there. Yeah, this was spinning 2 tires too. Oh, it's your limited slip or whatever. Anyway, I take a rag in here and pull all that fluid out of it. But yeah, it looks like it was pretty much full. And then scrape all this stuff off with a razor blade. Get it ready for a new gasket. So I'll be back. Okay guys, we're going to show you what's going on. Got the heat riser choke. It's a little bit cold, but not too bad. But it's this vacuum thing here. Get plenty of vacuum here, and this line's good. I take that off there, it's all loose. So I'm not sure why it's not opening. It doesn't, nope. Okay. Your 4-barrel don't open up. See, now it comes loose. I'll have to look on another Rochester carburetor I got. It's something ain't right. And none of these vacuum lines or anything leak. And this here's a little warped. Probably the water pump shaft. Or it could be the pulley. That's what's making it squeak a little bit. See, it's a little warped. And the other air cleaner, that big air cleaner I had on there, it was pushing against this accelerator pump. So I put this little one on there. Put that one on there for now. It's idling okay now, but sometimes it'll go up high. It'll go up like that. Now it's high. Now it's up high. Now it's low. Now it dies. See? I don't know what it is. There's no hesitation or stumble or nothing. It just... It just seems a little low right there, but... So I'm not sure what's going on. That needs a little help pulling out of there. Maybe it's a little diaphragm in this thing. Anyway, I might mess with it later. Anyway, I got the rear end fluid done. New fluid in there, brakes are good. I'm going to order the a new airline shock kit with all the little rubber gaskets and all that stuff, and just redo the whole thing because they got it screwed up. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end this video on that. I know we worked mostly on this one, but I think it's just about done. Just a little carburetor, something or other. And what we'll do is, video coming up, we'll take this for a ride down the road there. I really want to get the 4-barrel opening up. I don't have any other good carburetors to put on it. But yeah, we want to burn some rubber. It's too bad these tires are all weather checked. And I was spinning some gravel on my property and did all that, but it's got some weather checks around the back. The other one's got it on the front, and they're not gonna last very long. Front ones are completely cracked up. So yeah, I'll have to order some new tires, but maybe we'll go do some burnouts if I can get that 4-barrel opening up and burn these tires down to the ground. Yeah, but anyway, it's really close. I got some rear speakers to mount in there somewhere, and a few other just little knick-knack stuff, but the list is getting way down, getting all of it checked off. We just got a ton of stuff to do on this one, so I think next video we'll work on this one, do that rear pinion seal, put on all new shocks, take off all the tires, check all the brakes, get what's needed. I think I looked at the front ones. I think the front ones are okay, but we need to take a closer look at those brake lines, hoses. Make sure they're not all cracked and stuff. So anyway, I think I'll end the video on that, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.